Silver. All right, silver, guys. In US dollars, xagusd. And I was keeping looking at an eye on gold. We have that 1350 monthly defined breakout for gold. And silver has been on a tear since December, up, closing the gap close to that 12-month moving average, above in January. And February went to touch that 12-month, declining 12-month moving average, but price action shooting upwards. And right now we're close to those previous highs from January. So where is my monthly defined support? So that's my breakdown right there. Anything below that, and then I'd have to look at a bearish target. And here was embryonic breakout below the declining 12-month moving average, but shooting the price action upwards. The closer you are to the 12-month moving average, the more it's going to slant, is going to reduce, giving yourself a chance of entering into a stage one. And after that, when you're above, you start looking for monthly defined resistance. And here it is. Here's the 1643. You get a monthly close above that. Price action, the more it stays here and goes up, you're going to have flattening and then increasing. And that's a nice beginning of stage two right here. So this is the first break. Resistance breakout line that you want to close above. You want a monthly close above 1643. And after that, you get that target. Let's do a little swing rule action. Oh, perfect measurement. And then get a target for silver all the way up here. Above, not a super duper fan when I go above monthly defined resistance. I would probably move my target just a little bit inside just to make sure I get triggered out. You might sink through with a wick. Price action might close below. But if you want to exit based on the swing rule, you probably want to take your profits right before you hit that resistance line. And then we start creating a bigger pattern. And that bigger pattern, Pastero. Patterns, making bigger patterns. We're not there yet. Using my imagination to see what the possibilities would be. And oh man, yeah, that thing has been super duper high. So you see when I zoom out the chart, wow, okay, crazy here. See how far it was from the 12-month moving average. Then the next month, bring it back down, and that's damage. So your days are counted before you have to exit. You got a second peak, and these little tweezer tops here, that was your final sign to get out. So right here, embryonic base, starting to get action above the 12-month moving average, skewing it upwards. Horizontal breakout lines, close above that, then you get bigger targets, and close above that, then you get further away targets. So even here, this seems to be a doozy right here. This level's right here, and going to create a big multi-year base. And after that, you get even bigger targets. So one setup at a time, but that's how you build it up. And then after that, you get targets that are going to bring you all the way close to previous important support, now turn resistance from this top pattern right here. That's going to be a strong support, strong resistance that you might run into. I like it more when my targets, the symmetry is a little bit better. Sometimes because maybe I got greedy in my targets. I misinterpreted or didn't quite draw my breakout lines at the good places. Remember, the closer the tested resistance, the more it's probable of holding up. So maybe this is a more probable target right there. But at the end of the day, you want to establish the trend on the higher time frame, and we're starting to build momentum. As soon as that 12-month moving average is inclining and we're getting closes above these important levels, you got the power of the monthly chart. You got that wind in your sails in your back to help you. Whatever pullbacks you have on the weekly, then that the monthly chart is going to help you push those pullbacks back up. There won't be corrections. There won't be reversals. It'll just be simple pullbacks within an uptrend. Oh, look, green. So green inclining, 30-week moving average above 30-week moving average and overperforming our baseline, the SPX. You always want to try to beat the SPX. So that is just starting right there. Oh, we're trying to go through Ichimoku cloud defined resistance. We're starting to get above. We might hit that monthly defined resistance. That's going to bring us back down. And then after that, go back up. Where is my... Yeah, so we're really far off. We need to form another base here, see how that fluctuates. And then after that, we're going to break out above these weekly defined breakouts, breakout lines, monthly defined breakout lines right above here. And if we get nice volume, increasing volume, at least twice the average of the previous 4 weeks on that breakout line, then we'll say we're in a stage 2 Stan Weinstein breakout. Because I always remember Stan says, by the time he enters, the price action has already moved up 50% off the base. And that makes sense, right? Because you want that momentum. If you want an inclining 30-week moving average, that means the price started low and it went up. You're not trying to catch it on the way down. You really want to make sure that all the sellers, all that overhead resistance is out. They're not there anymore to sell when you're trying to go up. And you have the wind in your back to have the highest chances, highest probabilities of having a successful trade. So this is building up very nice. Watch for that monthly close right here. That's also going to coincide that you'll be above that Ichimoku cloud. Check. Lots of good things happening for silver, guys. And hopefully you start really outperforming the SPX by then. And then you watch out. Remember, if we go out, and then after that, you might get pullbacks. When you start hitting these monthly defined resistance levels, and then you could enter on pullbacks close to your breakout lines now being support, close to an inclining 30-week average, and then you could add on as you move up, as you pull back towards these nice areas right here, these low risk environments, with an area where you have a lot of support protecting you guys. So that's pretty sweet for silver, guys. Sometimes you forget about them and they just go in hibernation. If you take the big picture, we're very early in that creating that base. There's bigger levels, but remember, embryonic, as soon as it starts queuing upwards, you'll have chances to add on pullbacks. And as long as it goes up, and eventually if it breaks out of this bigger double bottom, then after that you get big move and not much resistance right here, all the way up to these 27 levels. All right. Cool. All right, silver. See you at the end of the month. Ciao.